That's not working. Hey, Kirk. I just wanted to send you this message, and I really appreciate being invited and participating in the TechVenture, and it was very, very useful for me, and I can't express my appreciation enough, and I really want to offer my help, assistance, volunteer any way that I can whilst I'm here to show my gratitude. I hope too that we can develop a friendship and a relationship that is meaningful and lifelong. So with that said, the 2 day of classes was extremely valuable to me. It helped provide me an education that and points of view that I haven't been privy to, and especially the IP talk by Brent. I think that's an amazing talk, and other ones. Your talk was good. Like we said, it was a little rush. Some feedback. A couple things. One is, please, work with whoever to get a wireless connection. They have the guest thing, and I think it shouldn't take a lot of effort to set up, guest, and every day change the IP, every day change the password, guest, password, and maybe, when you register, or whatever for an event, you have it. It just doesn't make sense. You're in a tech center without wireless access. Doesn't equate to me, and it really annoys me that there isn't more wireless access. But that's a whole different story, and maybe I'll do a startup to address that. But so that was a big pet peeve of mine, having to run around beg and try to get wireless access. But I think we all should have had it, and maybe folks that have iPhone, they have their their non-wireless access, their G3 access or 3G access. That's fine. But anyway, number 2, forms not on Google Form. Do you know there's Google Form? I mean, you've done the hard work, or someone has, in developing that form. Why would you waste someone's time, some county employee's time, or your time doing data entry when you could so easily provide that form electronically at no cost to the participants? And especially if you had wireless access, I could have just filled it out with my iPhone, So that doesn't make sense to me. And again, it's just we're dealing, you're supposed to be high tech, and yet we're doing low tech things here. So, put it on Google Form, send it to me. I'll volunteer. I'll put it on if you need to get it. So if you can't do it, which you can't imagine. So that's and the other thing is, what I would have recommended you do is to eliminate one of the talks each day and allocate that time for interaction with the other talkers between talks. So in essence, what I'm saying is build in 15 minutes, 20 minutes between talks to allow people to get drinks, go to the toilet, and so on. The talks were too tightly scheduled together. And if you would have done that, there's real value for networking and people going there. And I think I think everyone would agree on that. And the final point, which is really minor, is I felt the talk before the last talk with what I call the entrepreneurial horoscope thing was a little bit of a sell. And even though it was said, I'm not selling anything, when the person comes up to you after the fact and goes, well, are you going to sign up for the thing? And it was a pretty heavy push to sign up and get it. And there was all this mystery stuff, and hey, and it's changed my life, and it's the network marketing sell, right? It's pretty much it. That's what Amway does. It's what Melaleuca does. It's what prepaid legal does, and so on and so on and so on. It's some great mystery cure. And the thing is, my point that I told him is like, well, if it's good, why are you charging $99? Why would you charge $9 and provide it to anyone? So I would have liked not to have been sold. Yeah, I can talk more about that later if you like.